Good morning, everybody. Sensei Kraus here, and happy St. Patrick's Day. First of all, thanks so much, everyone, for coming out and watching our online trading video for our A-Day this week. I do hope all of you enjoy the lesson that we'll be going through today. I know it is super important, not just to keep up with our martial arts training to keep our skills sharp, but also just to change up the day, to get up, get moving, and have a little bit of fun. For all the parents watching with their kids, just know that during parts of our lesson, some parts will be follow along, where I'll be doing a technique and or running everyone through a warm-up, and I'd love the kids to be able to do it right there with me during the video. But there will also be parts where I explain a technique or a drill, and then you should have your kids practice for a little bit of time on their own. During that time would be the perfect opportunity if you wanted to send me any videos of them practicing their technique, so I can message back with any tips or corrections or things to help them be better. But of course, if you do have any questions for me at any time, feel free to let me know. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you enjoy. All right, adults, here we are with our very first online class. Hopefully you all enjoy me not yelling at you too much as you're doing your exercises. But we're going to have some fun with it. A great opportunity, of course, as adults to go at your pace. And, I always say during regular class, trying to be the best we can be and, go at a pace that you can handle. So if at any part of this, tutorials that we go through, if you want to take more time on a certain technique to work it, obviously you're welcome to do so. Or if you want to kind of breeze through things a little bit quicker, you can as well. You kind of set the tone and the pace for the drills. If you want to go in as we're doing our exercises later, double up on it. Obviously be my guest. But just to get warmed up today, just want to start off with a simple jog in our spot. As obviously is important, make sure we do have plenty of space around us as we're practicing. So we're just going to start off in our spot just with a simple jog. There will be parts throughout the lesson that I will guide you through, like right now, but also parts I'll just explain a technique and have you work for a little bit on your own. Okay. Next, we're going to keep our feet together. We're just going to start jumping up and down, just a little hop. Okay. As we're doing this, just kind of warming up our calf muscles. Again, if you need to stop and stretch at any point, feel free to do so. All right, so now we're just going out and in, adding that extra movement to it. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so on our own pace, we're going to be doing a catch and stretch with our knee. So I'll show you from the side. You can probably see a little better. We're just going to bring our knee up high and in front, grab onto it with both of our hands, and then from there, pull it in nice and tight to us. Trying to be able to switch legs at your own pace. Okay? One good thing I always like to do as I do this drill is take my foot and just kind of do a little ankle roll as we catch and pull it in. Okay, always a good thing to do, make sure our ankles are nice and warmed up, especially as we will be doing and covering some kick combos in today's lesson. Excellent, awesome. All right, so next thing we want to see everyone doing, we're going to start off going back to our running. But this time we're going to run with knees up high. So from the side you'll notice, all right, knees will be coming up. Let's get 15 seconds of that. I'll count for you. As we are going, keep those knees up high, team. Try and bring them in towards your chest. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, team. So let's stretch it out a little bit. Focus today is on a butterfly stretch, but obviously you know your body's best. Stretch any different ways that you need to. As we are going through the butterfly stretch, everybody, one thing that I always have found that helps me out is obviously pulling our feet in close, but using our hands to grab right onto our ankles. From there, we can take our elbows, put them on the inside of our knees, and then push down. One thing that is always important as we are stretching is to try and be relaxed. If we're stretching and holding our breath, it's not going to have a good effect. So what we want to do is as we are stretching, breathe in deep through our nose. And then as you breathe out and exhale, just pushing a little lower down into the stretch. And again, as always, team, it should be in maybe a kind of an uncomfortable position, but not in pain. Okay? Go 10 more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, so we're going to stop the official warm-up there, team. Of course, you're more than welcome to continue to stretch or do any extra warm-ups that you need to do to prepare for some punch kick combos. All right, adults, now that we're all warmed up, so we wanted to cover a bit more advanced kick. This is a really good technique. I actually love to do this in point sparring. The strike is known as a crescent kick. Many of you probably have done this move before. We're going to break it down and go through it in detail. So a crescent kick is a strike where we're hitting with actually the outside edge of our foot. This kick is only aimed head level. Wouldn't be effective very much at all to the body or to the leg. So as we do the crescent kick, it starts very similar to a front kick, okay? We're gonna be in, let's say if I was in my defensive stances with my back leg, my right leg here, we're gonna tuck our knee up like a front kick, but instead of just bringing it straight up in front of us, we're gonna bring it across our body, all right? And I will go through this on the reverse side. You'll be able to mirror me in just a moment. But we're gonna take our right leg, we're gonna bring our knee across our body here. From this position, we're going to extend out our foot, kind of like a front kick. Doesn't have to be with the ball of the foot, though, so you can keep your toes pulled in. So we're going to extend our leg out. From here, our leg is going to go up and around like a big rainbow, and then back down into our stance. So again, I'll be tucking my back leg across, kicking out, and coming back through. So you can walk through it with me. So if we're in our stance, we're going to take our right leg, we're going to bring our knee across, kick out, and then bring it up and back around, okay? Let's work on the same thing now just with the left leg. If we're gonna do this left leg kick, we will want to do a switch step, all right? It's much easier to do the crescent kick with your leg behind you as the one that's kicking, okay? So remember, as we do our switch step, we're gonna move up here so you can follow along well. If I'm in my regular stance, my left leg is in front. For the switch step, we keep our hips and our shoulders, everything still forward. The only thing that switches is our feet. So from our stance, we flip our feet all at the same time. From there, we can now do the left crescent kick. It comes around to the side here, extends out, and then up and back around. So again, from our regular stance, we first switch step, and then crescent kick. Always should reset to our regular stance after. Take a minute or two and practice that technique first. Once you have both of those kicks down, let's go to the next level. Now let's try and put it together in a kick combo. All right, so we're just gonna do and set this up with some basic punches, really. So we're gonna go and fire a left jab into our right crescent kick. First towards you, so I'll be in my stance, I fire a good jab, all right, making sure that strike is held up high towards the head. This is where all the setup comes in. You throw that jab, get the person's guard up high. You can kind of leave it out there for a split second to really force them to keep their hands up, block their vision for a little bit, and then that crescent kick comes through right after. Okay? So again, from our stance, we're going to work left jab, and then back leg, right leg, crescent kick, and back. 1, 2, and back down. Work that combo for a little bit. Once we're all good, now let's add in another punch and to do the switch step crescent kick. So we're gonna go jab, cross. As that cross is stuck out there, switch step the feet, crescent kick, and then back to our regular stance. So again, guard is up. Jab, cross, switch, left crescent kick, and then back down. All right, so that's our skills for today. Take plenty of time, and this is the time, team. If you would like to send in any videos of you doing your technique, that I'd be happy to provide any feedback. Good job, all right, adults. So let's finish up our class nice and strong. It wouldn't be a proper first class if we didn't end up doing some burpees at the end. As always, team, all right, we are going on the honor system, so should of course do the set amount. If you need to modify, of course, you're welcome to. So we're going to start off. Our exercise zone is going to be with 50 burpees. If you need to break them up into sets, right, you're welcome to do so, but try the best that you can to not have to take long pauses in between those sets, all right? So 5-0 is what we're going to start off with. Remember, everyone, as we are doing the burpees, we want to make sure we start off with good posture as we go down to the ground, right? Especially as we get tired, don't just fall and drop down, right? No sense in hurting ourselves here as we try and get in better shape. So we're going to squat down first. Hands go on the mat, feet go back, lay down, everything beside your head. Then pop back up to your feet, posture up, and jump. As we all know, 50 burpees is a lot of burpees. If you do, start slowing down, try to keep moving. So even if that means you go one step at a time. So for example, if we're getting tired and you need to, once you get down to the ground, walk your feet out and drop, and then walk your feet back in, and then jump. That is okay. Just try and get them done, as soon as possible. Okay. Once that is finished, you're gonna get a 30-second rest. Right. Breathe, relax. Set a timer on your phone, and we're gonna finish up by doing a 2-minute push-up position hold, right? Or that plank position. We've been building up to it in class, so really as we're doing this, try to be as still as possible with little movement, okay? So we're in our push-up position. As we go through, just relax, play some good music, have some fun with it. Try your best not to obviously drop down, but also to have to shake out your arms, right? Try and be still and check your posture as best as possible. Once we're all set with that, class will be over kind of for today. Hope all of you enjoyed your workout. So hopefully you all enjoyed your A-Day lesson for this week. And of course, I do hope to see all of you reply with plenty of videos, or pictures, and feedback for me. Obviously, all of this will be a work in progress. It takes me back about 2 years ago, when right before our dojo was opening, me sending out videos to all of you guys with updates. It was pretty fun. But anyways, I did want to finish up today's lesson by giving you a message of the week. Has to do obviously with a lot of things going on in our world right now, especially for our young ones, talking about this big word being stress. Okay. Most often, as soon as you hear the word stress, we think of it as a negative, right? We're over worried with things going on. We have 10,000 different things going at once, and we're worried we're not going to be able to do it or get it all done in time. Which obviously we all go through. Believe me, as someone that has started and ran their own business, this is not, I may seem non-stressed, but obviously we all deal with different levels of stress each day. One thing that I have found that works out best for me in managing stress is to really look at it as a positive. If instead of looking at stress as just such a big negative, if instead we look at it as a positive type of challenge, that will help us manage our stress. Okay. Every activity that you do that challenges you physically or mentally is a stress. So if we're practicing push-ups, and as you're doing push-ups, you're feeling your arms getting tired and burning up, that is a stress. And as we know, as we're able to overcome that stress and that challenge, we grow stronger because of it, right? And then that will prepare us for other challenges in the future. Okay, and mental stress can be the same as well. All right, just looking at it in a more positive way. Okay, if we can overcome this obstacle right in front of us, all right, then we'll be stronger, smarter, more prepared for the future. All right, a couple different tips that we always have for managing stress, similar to how we manage and have self-control if we're upset. Taking deep breaths. I know I love to take a minute or two each day and just breathe, all right? Focus on that breathing. Really helps clear your mind, all right? Which leads me to the next point, is doing only one thing at a time. Obviously we all have 10 things lined up that we need to get done, and it seems like we got to do them all at once. But really, if we try and do all at once, we're going to work ourselves up, overstress ourselves, and then not really do a good job at any of them. So becoming a master of doing one thing great at a time and focusing your effort and your thoughts on that is going to help you deal with stress if you have multiple tasks to do. On top of that, just living a healthy lifestyle, exercising, eating right, all of that will help you manage your stress in the long run. For all of our juniors and little champs out there, if you do feel like you're ever stressed or worried about things in the world, feel free to talk to me, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to people about it. As we all know, as we work together to help each and all of us become the best that we can be. So definitely let everybody know, how you're feeling, what's going on. All right. But that's our message and class plan for the week. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today's video, and definitely look forward to seeing some feedback. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next time.